Okay, tonight we're going to be reviewing this pair of jeans. It's a Levi's model 505, and Levi's might have as many as a dozen different models currently in production. And sometimes they make a type of jeans and then they fade off, they don't make them anymore. But 505 is a current model they've been making for many years, and that's what we're going to be talking about. First of all, these jeans are 100% cotton. What that means is they don't have any stretch, really, just a little bit that's in the natural cotton fiber. When we did a review of another pair of Levi's jeans some time ago, that type of jeans that Levi's made had a elastane in it that had a lot of stretch in it. This one says 100% cotton. It is my preference. Alright, the 505 regular sits at the waist. So some jeans sit above the waist, and those aren't very popular anymore. Then sits at waist, and then some of them sit below waist. So the ones that sit below the waist are really effeminate. So I would recommend, sitting at the waist or above the waist is a more masculine pair of jeans. That has extra room in the thigh. So these are the opposite of thin jeans. So a lot of would-be men that live in California and other liberal places, like real thin jeans. But Christians, Republicans, we like just normal jeans. And then straight leg. Now what straight leg means is it's straight. There's not a bootleg cut. And when you hear of jeans that's boot leg, it's literally designed to fit over a cowboy boot or a work boot, usually cowboy boots. And then if you have a tapered leg, then those are for effeminate men, if they are men. It's kind of up for debate there, but so that's what all those different terms mean. Alright, this pair is 36-34. Let's go ahead and measure it. Okay. It's going to measure just a little bit more than that. Alright. 18 times 2 is 36, so here we notice it goes not quite an inch, but almost an inch over. And that would be 19 times 2 is 38 inches. So this pair is wears about 37 inches, maybe just almost exactly 37 inches. And that's really close to this label. Okay. Most jeans that say 36 waist will be 38, 39 inch, even 40 inch. The 505s run really true, as do the Levi 501s. Also run really true. Of course, there's different 501s. There's pre-wash and all those things you have to take in consideration. And I'll do a review of those at a future time. But so these are 37 inch in the waist. And now this measurement, I think, was interesting when I did this in preparation. Alright, this is what the tag says. I know the camera can't get that exactly, but it's fine. 34 inches. And we get that right there. 34 inches, 34 inches. But notice what it measures. It comes up a little bit, about 33 3/4. And I was a little bit surprised by that, about 33 1/2. Normally, the inseam is on a pair of 34-inch Levi's, or most jeans would be just a little bit over the number, like 34 1/4. So that's something to keep in mind. The reason for that, it has a normal length to it. Some queer type jeans, the length here is real short. But that's just something to keep in mind. Also, with your 100% jeans, these are pre-washed. They're not going to shrink a whole lot, but they will shrink a little bit by the time you put them in the washer, and then in the hot dryer they will shrink just a little bit. They're not going to shrink a whole lot, but they will shrink just a bit. So all you need to do is you need to find whatever pair of jeans that you're wearing right now, and then you take a tape measure to them, just like we did with this pair. And that's how you'll know how to compare with this pair of jeans, right? You know, that's you'll find out where you are on this scale, and then you'll be able to do a little equation in your mind real quick on how that matches up with this. All right, I want to make another measurement here, just to kind of show you what we would call this a regular fit jean is like. Alright, you go down maybe about 12 inches or so, right about to here. Let's go about 12.5 inches to right about where that is. I'll probably measure, I think, about 12 inches. Okay, I'm going to lay it completely flat. Okay, so that just kind of keeps in mind that's about the fit that you're looking at as you measure down from here. And if they're skinny jeans, it'll be about an inch, probably an inch and a half shorter here, and then by the time you get down to the bottom, it's like a women's pair of pants, which is just really horrible. What our culture's come to with that. But these are, here, let me mention this real quick. They're just $59.50 MSRP. You can usually get them for $50 with shipping on eBay and probably Amazon. Okay, I guess they come in a bunch of different colors. This is the most common color. One thing you need to know about Levi's is that at some point in the past, and I'm not sure if it's been a year, 2 years, 5 years, they started marketing their jeans, or some of their jeans, for people that aren't Republicans or Christians, kind of I would call it the homosexual group. And that's why after I found that information out, I made up my mind I would never ever wear a pair of jeans like this. This is gonna be, just returned or whatever. I wanted to do a video of it and to compare it to a video that I did very recently, a pair of Atwood's, hardware store Atwood's, and their jeans are the similar fit that we talked about in that video. But instead of costing $60, those jeans cost $9.99. They're made out of the same material, cotton, thread, but they have this label here, and that's what drives up the price. If you want a really comfortable pair of jeans and you don't care about what Levi supports and who they're marketed toward, this is a really comfortable pair of jeans. If you want something that's the same, almost exactly the same thing, go back to our video on the Atwood's jeans for $10. And it's the same type of cut. Alrighty, this pair of jeans is made in Portugal, China, probably other places. I know they're made in Portugal and other places. It's a lot of money to pay for a pair of jeans that's made in a second world, third world country. Alrighty, well, I guess that's about it for this video. I can't think of anything else to say about it. Whenever you buy a pair of jeans, make sure you have a return policy on eBay, Amazon, wherever you buy it. That way, if it doesn't fit, you can always return it. And don't pay too much. Like I said, these cost $60 retail. Don't pay more than $50 for them, including shipping. If you do, then you're getting ripped off. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching. I hope this video was informative, and have a good day.